Hello everyone and welcome to my next reaction to Classic Who. So, we've lost Turlough, and don't get me wrong, I'm actually quite excited to see how, Perry interacts with the Doctor, as they go on their adventures and all of that. But I lost Tegan, and then I lost Turlough. And I am going through it over here. All right, let's get into it.
Well, when you said sand, I thought maybe I could take a dip.
You're a little late, Perry. About 1 billion years since there was any sea on Androzani Minor.
Oh.
Such a pain, Doctor.
Given the last planet, I don't blame her for wanting something a little more lush.
Glass.
Well, almost anyway. It's a fused silica. And I'm not a pain. Here's some more. Aha! What have we here?
Aha! I'm looking. Why am I looking?
A
Tracks.
monoskid. Someone came here with a heavily laden monoskid, unloaded it somewhere, and then returned to the ship.
So you got a merit badge in tracking when you were a Boy Scout. I'm suitably impressed. Can we go now?
One moment.
Oh,
Looks as if
Perry.
the tracks lead to those caves over there.
Is
Perry.
this wise, I ask myself? Oh well.
Can we go now? What a silly question.
Well, its orbit takes it close to Androzani Major, the gravitational pull.
Oh, I get the picture. Mud baths for everyone. Well, makes a change from lava.
Presumably why the planet was never colonized. Androzani Major was becoming quite developed last time I passed this way.
When was that?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the future.
A very confusing person to be with, Doctor. You know that?
He does.
I tried keeping a diary once. Not chronological, of course. But the trouble with time travel is one never seems to find the time.
Hey, River made it work. Also, Doctor, why are we going into the dark blowhole cave thing? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my. That looked like a villain from Power Rangers.
Natural phosphorescence.
Which reminds me why we came here. And it wasn't him.
Be careful not to slip.
Say it like that.
Keep still.
Oh no. Ooh.
It's hard. What is it?
It's probably quite harmless.
It's stinging.
Yes, well, don't fall into any more.
It's not quite harmless.
Why do you want to stick a celery in your hotel?
Does it offend you?
No, I'm just curious.
Safety precaution. I'm allergic to certain gases in the praxis range of the spectrum.
How does the celery help?
If the gas is present, the celery turns purple.
And then what do you do?
I eat the celery. If nothing else, I'm sure it's good for my teeth.
Okay. Love that.
There are enough hand weapons here to equip a small army.
What do you make of it? You said nobody lives here.
I was wrong. This dice is still warm.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we gonna
No, what do we do?
pretend like they don't see them? Not the most effective hiding spot.
Message from Captain Rose, sir. His men have just taken 2 gunrunners.
Good. Good, that's excellent. Well done, Rones.
We have gas suits in the stores, John.
Bad design, I've always said so. A few hours on one of those things, you start to cook. But I haven't checked ready for issue.
It's being done, sir.
Ahead of me as usual, eh, Celadine? And what about these prisoners?
Let me guess, these prisoners are gonna get blamed for something they didn't do?
Yes, sir.
Roger.
The General wishes to inform you that his men have captured 2 gun runners and intercepted an arms delivery to the android rebels.
Ah, taken 2 runners alive. Get me Chelak on vision.
Yes, sir.
The spineless cretins. Beginning to We double up.
I love a dramatic camera look.
That's 5 men now. All's on blue level. If we had the time and the manpower, I'd send a squad down there to find it and destroy it.
Nice trophy for the mess, sir.
Yes.
Here they are.
And when you address me, you will call me sir.
May I ask who you are, sir?
I am General Chelak, commander of all federal forces on this planet.
Well done, sir. I suppose you started in the ranks.
Under emergency regulations, anyone caught supplying arms to the android rebels faces summary execution.
But we weren't supplying arms. We were... Well, we just found them.
Sir?
Sir.
Cooperate. I'm
Sir.
prepared to extend clemency. If you don't cooperate, you'll be shot. Is that clear?
Couldn't put it more plainly. Exactly how do we cooperate?
Sir.
Thank you. Do not cooperate.
Sorry?
I want to know your names. I want full details of all armaments deliveries, where and how they are brought in, who supplies them back on Major, and what your communication arrangements are with Shadow's...
That's gonna be tough.
Signal, sir. Trout Morgus is on vid. He wants to speak to you immediately, General.
Put them in there.
I don't think he likes us very much.
Make sure you're not seen on the way out.
Astute.
Remember,
I'd only just begun the interrogation. I hoped you get enough out of these two to be able to round up the rest of the gang.
I hope so too, General, for your sake. Your operation so far has been a dismal failure.
With respect, sir, I don't believe you fully understand the difficulty of the conditions here.
All I understand is you're supposed to be trained soldiers, and yet one renegade in a handful of mindless androids has been dancing rings round you for 6 months.
I might remind you that we captured the Spectrox refinery in our first assault.
People here are in no mood to tolerate your blundering much longer.
I will not accept criticism from
Oh, well, damn.
how rich and powerful.
Obviously, you are the one who caused
Better if you do not address me at all. I merely wish to inspect you, to see the...
Does he mean
creatures
the
capable of
doctor or
betraying their
Perry?
own vision, and so to boost morale, I will arrange for the execution.
But I've already told them their lives will be spared if they collaborate.
No collaboration, General. No deals with traitors. The public will not stand for it.
If they're shot out of hand, we lose the chance of valuable information.
That may be true, but it is not of prime importance. These people are the lowest type of human being. One only has to look at them to realize the extent of their depravity.
Oh my goodness!
General,
Wow.
and we shall all feel a lot better.
Okay, that was harsh. Shush.
I could appeal the order, but it'd be pointless. Morgus has the Presidium in his pocket.
They're quite innocent, you know. This is all a mistake.
Yes, I think I'm beginning to believe you, Doctor. But in times of war, the innocent die too.
Is that all you can say? We're about to be
Listen,
killed.
Captain Roan, sir. His men are under gas attack.
Where?
They were
Oh.
in the barracks.
What's the HQ platoon?
They're falling in now.
I'll take them out. These two detention cells. And get them ready for execution.
You've heard of death under the red cloth?
Afraid not.
It is a military procedure. After death, your bodies are taken to the field cremation unit.
That's nice.
Place these two in detention.
You're still gonna execute them even though you're starting to
I
believe
think I have
them?
made the right decision. I
This
only
is
wish
wild.
the execution could be made. Ah, yes. Take 10 centiliters of Spectrox from my private stock. Even His Excellency cannot expect more than 10 centiliters in these difficult times.
Okay. So what is this stuff that they deem so valuable?
Check the other areas are free of gas. And get the stretcher bodies down here.
There was something very funny about that, Major.
Didn't make me laugh.
Chelak said they were fighting android rebels.
Who cares who they're fighting? We seem to be the fall guys. We've got about an hour to live. That Morgus wants us dead.
Yes, that's another odd thing. He had us paraded up and down in front of him, and once he'd seen us, he seemed to lose all interest. I found that rather insulting.
I can take an insult. I just don't want to be shot.
Oh.
I'm sorry I got you into this, Perry.
It's all right. It wasn't your fault. I mean, it's as much my fault as yours.
Yes. I should never have followed those tracks. Curiosity's always been my downfall.
Well,
How's your rash, by the way?
It's gonna be coming out in blisters now.
Me too. The fungus obviously had some very toxic properties.
Don't suppose we'll die of it inside the next hour. Anything interesting?
No. It's like a graveyard.
Tegan would have warned the doctor to not follow the tracks. He would have done it anyway, but she would have had at least warned him.
Stotch must have had a good day.
Morgus said that Spectrox was the most valuable substance in the universe. I wonder what it can be.
Me
Thought
too.
you knew everything.
It's going to worry me until I find out what it is.
I don't think you need worry for very long. They seem to be about ready for us.
Oh, great. Ooh. What was that? Oh.
How much do you take?
My apothecary recommends 0.3 of a centiliter per day. I've been without for 3 weeks now and I've begun to feel my age.
It is a wonderful restorative.
The greatest boon ever bestowed on humanity, offering us at least twice normal lifespan. Would you think?
Ah.
I am forced to take account of the mood of the people, and it is becoming ugly. Whereas you need only take account of a balance sheet, which since the market value of Spectrox has risen so astronomically, must look much healthier now than it did at the start of this conflict.
My conglomerate is contributing handsomely towards the cost of operation on Androzani Minor.
Yes, Presidium is duly grateful.
Am I to understand that Presidium is considering ending the war, offering Sharas Jek an armistice?
Not immediately. However, if the military stalemate...
Oh, he doesn't like that.
What is it?
The execution, sir.
Are you ready?
That guy, like, barely blinks. He's got that stare down.
The red cloth. It's disgraceful.
Oh, no.
It is a military execution, sir.
In my day, we'd have had filthy little swine like that shot in the back.
It'd be bad enough if you were gonna execute me.
We're innocent. We've had no trial. We've had no opportunity to defend ourselves. In short, this is a mockery of justice.
But at least let me die in my own outfit, you know?
Do you have any last declaration?
Just get on with it.
Oh. They look like 2 ketchup bottles.
Fine clock. Fine position.
I sense the end of the episode. Pretty good at that.
Check weapons. Dismiss.
Whatever his defects as a commander, Chelak certainly brings a certain style to these things, does he not?
What is going on?
Well, I feel that some useful information might have been extracted from them.
They were merely ignorant handlers, Excellency. The stews of the city are full of such unemployed riffraff.
Most of them unemployed, Morgus.
I feel like he's trying to cover up a lot of stuff.
Of course, the irony is, while you've been closing plants here in the west, you've been building them in the east. So if the unemployed were sent to the eastern labor camps, a great many of them will be working for you again. Only this time without payment.
I hadn't thought of that.
Of course you haven't.
Doctor. And Perry. Sharas Jek, I presume. What remains of him?
Oh.
Sit down. You must be tired.
Okay.
Androids.
Okay.
So
Okay.
lifelike.
I'm sorry.
I've sworn they were human.
I was so confused.
Improving.
Man must be a genius in his way.
Shall you inform the Presidium?
Wow. He swapped them out just in time.
Apart from ourselves, only Ensign Cass is aware of this. He could be sent on a deep penetration mission. Very few return.
Then if you're not from Androzani...
Oh my goodness.
I was a doctor myself once, before the study of androids took over my life.
Really? Well, of course, it would be fascinating to stay and talk, but actually, once we've rested, if you could just point us towards the surface.
No, Doctor. You must stay here now.
Stay?
No, thank
How
you.
long?
And after a few years, you'll be quite content living here with me.
I don't know about that.
Quite content.
Ew, ew, ew. No touch. No touchy. No touchy. Where's Cusco? No touchy.
Stotzi. The guys ain't taking no more of this. A 2-day job, you said?
A 2-day job, I said, if we was lucky.
But we weren't lucky, were we, Carl? And your luck's run out right now.
Oh!
Hey, take it easy, take it easy! You guys have got one option. You can either stick with me, or you can stay here.
He's not really pointing that gun at either of them.
For pity's sake, stop! Let's see if it works.
Oh, no, Stotzi! No!
Spit it out? Oh. Oh.
Next time, it'll be for real.
Oh.
Saratine is bringing your food shortly.
Saratine? We've not met him yet. Where's he chained up?
Chains are unnecessary here, Doctor, as you will discover.
Doctor!
Why?
How could I ever let you go?
Ah.
The sight of beauty is so important to me. The stimulus of a mind nearly equal to my own.
Love.
Thank you. I've missed so much of life these last lonely years.
Oh, I love Five so
Your
much.
arrival shall become the best of companions.
What do you say, Perry? We can go on nature walks, have picnics, and jolly evenings around the campfire.
Don't mock me, Doctor.
Well, he can't help it.
Beauty and have the mouth of a prattling jackanapes. But your eyes, they tell a different story.
Is the story they
It's a
tell,
matter.
don't fuck with me?
Well, you, my child, should live forever.
Ugh.
Nobody lives forever.
He means it will seem like forever.
Spectrox is the key to eternal youth.
Well, now we know why Spectrox is the most valuable substance in the universe.
And it's mine. All of it.
Until the army take it away from you.
The possibility does not exist. I know every move they make.
This general is working to a plan. I've seen his operations book.
Then see mine. The green area is held by the army.
They've already sealed you off to the north.
Ready? To get that far, it has taken Chellax 6 months and hundreds of casualties. It will be another 5 years before I'm seriously threatened.
What's 5 years when you're having a good war?
The people of Androzani, Major, will not wait 5 years for their Spectrox. Long before then, they will rise in protest, and the Presidium will be forced to agree to my terms. They can have all the Spectrox they want. When I have the head of Morgus here at my feet.
Oh.
The head of that.
He's got a grudge.
As a mark of respect to one of our late executives, I want every employee to leave his place of work and stand in silence for 1 minute.
I'll network that order immediately, sir.
No, on second thoughts, make that half a minute.
Half a minute.
I'm a raving egoist. Said my mind was nearly the equal of his. Incredible conceit.
Why do you think he hates Morgus so much?
Salatine! I'd know you anywhere. I'm the doctor. This
I
is...
know who you are.
Yes, well, I've been looking forward to this meeting.
Why?
Well, fellow prisoners, how long have you been here?
Months.
That's right, you see, you're an old lag, Salatine. You know the ropes.
What is this stuff?
Nutrition.
You probably know the best way out of here. You mean you don't or you won't tell us?
It's impossible.
Is that the same guy?
Kept a certain...
Now he has you for company, he will kill me.
Kill you? Ow!
Oh.
Doctor, what's wrong?
Cramp, same as you had.
Hold on.
You both had cramp?
Yes.
You haven't touched a Spectrox nest, have you?
A Spectrox nest? You mean a large, fuzzy, sticky ball?
You have.
Uh-oh. Why are you laughing?
What's so funny?
You're dying.
Oh, marvellous sense of humour. Try not to get this technical. What do you mean we're done?
And cramp is the second stage. First a rash, then spasms. Finally, slow paralysis of the thoracic spinal nerve, and then TDP.
TVP.
Thermal death point. It's called spectrox toxemia. I've seen dozens die from it.
Oh.
Oh, there's no cure. Wait till Jack finds out.
He's kidding, isn't he?
I think he's lost it a bit.
Raw spectrox contains a chemical similar to mustard nitrogen. It's deadly to humans, so they use the androids to collect the stuff and take it to the refinery.
We haven't seen any bats.
The androids probably destroyed most of them.
There has to be an antidote to the spectrox toxemia. I mean, if it's a snake venom effect, there has to be a serum or an antitoxin.
There is. It was discovered years ago. By
Okay.
Professor Jackish.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
You need the milk from a queen bat. Trouble is, they've all gone down to the deeps to die. Well, for a start, there's no oxygen down there.
What else? You said for a start.
There's some kind of creature down there. Probably lives in the magma and comes up to the surface to hunt. It's a carnivore.
Oh.
You're in the second stage now. You'll be dead in another 2 days.
Can't waste any more time here.
Go through that door, Doctor, and you'll be dead in 2 seconds.
Why?
There's an android permanently on guard out there. Jack's androids are programmed to kill humans on sight.
We were brought here by 2 of Jack's androids.
Well.
Oh, they can follow orders.
You understand something of android engineering?
Something.
In that case, you will appreciate what a masterpiece my facsimile of Salatine is. The perfect android.
Nearly perfect.
Entirely perfect.
What a planet. Very well.
I took the liberty of ordering that to be done.
This is nuts.
Well, if we have to go to arbitration, I have had some experience.
Your sense of humor will be the death of you, Doctor. Probably quite soon.
Oh, shut up.
Why does he always wear that hood?
Want to know why? You, with your fair skin and
I don't want to know why.
You
I'm
want to
good.
see the face under here? You're wise. Who was once comely, who was always a lover of beauty. And now I have to live in this exile. I have to live amongst androids because androids do not see as we see.
What happened?
Morgus. Why I ever trusted that asinine bag of swine! We'd agreed to share the profits. But he'd already planned my death. When the mud burst caught me without warning.
I can see that for him.
The flesh boiled, hanging from the bone. I lived so that one day I could revenge myself on that inhuman monster.
Okay.
I shall.
Well, let's take a look.
Well, the android is supposed to stop humans.
Damn you, man.
So.
You pay, Jack. Because we took the risk to get them here on time. You pay because if you don't, we won't be doing business no more.
Satisfied?
The androids are programmed to kill humans. Well, my physiology is quite different.
God, that's what I'm saying.
Don't try it, Doctor.
Sorry, Perry, no alternative. Just keep back. Hello.
2 hearts. 2. 1, 2.
What a clever little android you are. Now, just cut your solenoids.
Look at
It's
that.
all right. You can come out now.
Oh, Doctor. For a minute there, I thought...
Yes, well, never mind. It's all over now. Find the Queen Bat.
I told you there's no oxygen down there.
We'll collect some oxygenators from the TARDIS. Come on.
He's got a plan. It's all going to go terribly wrong, but he's got a plan.
My boss isn't going to like this.
That is your problem, Stotts.
Okay, so where's the 2 kilos?
I'll bring it. Wait here.
But be quick. I've got to call the ship down before sunrise.
20 minutes.
One thing I do know. That Spectrox is stored somewhere within 10 minutes from here.
Oh my. Wow, there's a lot of animosity between all of the characters in this
First
story.
of all, we need to find our way to the TARDIS.
Oh! What the fuck are you doing? What is he doing? Did he just use her as like a human shield? Oh my god, the headlock! Okay, only Turlo's allowed to put her in a headlock, and that's when he's trying to save her.
Hey, where are you?
That was such a weird saving scene.
Hey! Sanity!
Oh no. Yeah. I was gonna say he's gonna be pissed.
Take guns from me.
Okay, well she's not yours to begin with. So let's get that straight first. Okay, I am really enjoying this story so far for a multitude of reasons. It doesn't always happen, and it's not always pulled off very well. But whenever a story seems almost claustrophobic, almost like there's this sense of being trapped and you can't get out, and you know, whether that's because they're prisoners, but I just feel, which, you know, that will add to it. But I feel like here, just the setting is really dark. I was a little worried. There was a couple of scenes in the beginning of this story where I was like, oh wow, it's really dark. I really don't, you know, I hope that that sort of improves as the story goes on, because I had a feeling we were still going to be in this really kind of, you know, darkened atmosphere that, you know, I just wanted to make sure I could see everything that was going on, but it seems like it's all good. It's fine. Sometimes I get a little worried. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to see anything in this story. And it just makes it all a bit intense and scary and terrifying, and it feels like the Doctor and Perry versus everybody. You know, I feel like a good portion of the beginning of the story, I'm just sort of taking it in and trying to figure out who's who and what's going on and what's the situation here, because we have quite a few, you know, players within this story that, you know, in some regards may have similar motivations, but they're all kind of coming from very, very different angles. And it was quite interesting to see it unfold and kind of learn who all of these characters are. Morgus seems like not a nice guy. I know, that's a bold statement. That's a bold, bold statement, but he seems to be up to all sorts of fuckery. Not that it's quite interesting, and we'll see how the next 2 episodes go. But there's not a ton of characters. I feel like whenever we get to a story, there's at least maybe one character, even if they're not the best character, or you're not the most endearing or anything like that, but like somebody you're like, I feel like I can trust that guy or that gal or whoever, you know, like I don't really feel that in this story. I think there's varying degrees of, you know, who's trustworthy and who's not, and who's highly damaged and who's not, given the circumstances and everything like that. But I'm not really getting that vibe from anybody. And I think that also adds to the sort of maybe the terrifying atmosphere here, that like the doctor is trying to navigate this. He's trying to figure out what's going on, but he needs to get this antidote, or, you know, cure, or whatever you want to call it, because both him and Perry are affected by this thing. And so that's obviously, I feel like, the first goal, but there's not a ton of help. I mean, this guy, that apparently there was an android, and I love that twist. I love that twist. I did make that comment. I was like, this man is not blinking. And I don't know if that was like an actor's choice, or if just the actor doesn't blink too much, or what. But I wasn't even clocking that. Even though they were talking about androids, yeah, I didn't even, that wasn't what I was thinking until they saw him in captivity. But even that guy, he's using like Perry as a human shield. I feel like he's been held captive for a while, that he's going kind of cuckoo because he's like laughing at the fact that they're about to die. And I understand that he said it's because, you know, he thought he was going to get killed if this guy had more company and all of that. But he seems a little bit unhinged. And speaking of unhinged, we have, oh, I'm going to say the name wrong. Zarek Jack, something like that. I apologize. You guys know I try to pay attention, but sometimes it doesn't work to people's names. Do I feel kind of bad about what he's been through? Yeah, you know, it didn't. I'm sorry for what happened to you, but you don't get to like own people, okay? And the obsession with Perry and her beauty being something that he kind of strongly is gravitating towards, and you know, there is a tragedy kind of behind that a bit, but there's also like, you know, chill. And I really, I mean, I love 5 so much. But I also love that, I mean, he's just like, sir. And that's not who he was supposed to call sir, but sir. And he like literally is putting like his body in between this guy and Perry. He's like, nah, no. No, we're not gonna do that, okay? And his sarcastic ass, this whole, I'm floored. I love the 5th Doctor so much, because I feel like there's a nuance to his performance of like when he can be this kind of, forgive me for saying sarcastic asshole, and and when he has like these really genuine, beautiful moments too. It's just such a beautiful balance. Really enjoying this story so far, even though it's very uncomfortable and, as I said, sort of claustrophobic in a kind of a different way than like, I also felt like Horror of Fang Rock was kind of claustrophobic as well, but that, you know, it feels like it's just them and these people, and you got to figure it out. I'm quite curious to see how this story ends, but I'm enjoying it so far. Okay. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.